Tensions, but on the ground in eastern Ukraine, the situation is still very volatile. Preparing for the worst, the US Army has been increasing joint military exercises with Romania. It has 4 army bases there and has also begun to install a controversial anti-missile shield. As Miral Bran and Thomas Waterhouse report, countries like Romania are becoming increasingly strategic to the West.
Equipped with the latest in anti-missile technology, the USS Donald Cook would be a formidable foe for any adversary. Since April the 10th, the destroyer has been patrolling Romanian territorial waters in the Black Sea. Joint exercises between US and Romanian forces have increased in recent weeks as Russia ramps up the pressure on neighbouring Ukraine.
USS Donald Cook, I think, demonstrates a clear commitment by the United States to be present here in the Black Sea, operating alongside our NATO allies.
It's been more than 10 years now since Bucharest first became a strategic ally of Washington. Joining NATO under President Traian Băsescu in 2004, Romania is still ruled by the same man, who's never hidden his pro-American sympathies.
We are together in difficult moments. Respectul nostru pentru reacția.
We're truly very grateful towards our NATO allies who have reinforced their military presence in the Black Sea following Russia's annexation of Crimea.
După anexarea Crimeei de către Federația Rusă.
The centre of this cooperation is the Mihail Kogalniceanu Air Base, home to 10,000 people on the edge of the Black Sea. The base has been let out to the US since 2001, but Romanian servicemen are also trained here by their American counterparts. There are 3 other US bases in the country, at Babadag in eastern Romania, at Fătăști in the southeast, and at Deveselu in Romania's southwest. It's in the small village of Deveselu that the Americans have started installing their key armament system in Romania, an anti-ballistic missile shield. That's been one of the major sources of tension between Russia and the US, and events in Ukraine have focused attention on it. A few days ago, Romania's president called for NATO to accelerate the deployment of the missile shield and to build up their forces in his country. His aim is to stop Ukraine's instability from spreading.
I can't close my eyes to the instability being generated by the Russian Federation. We have a serious problem because it's Moscow that has its finger on the button, which could stop all of these frozen conflicts.
Băsescu's firmness on the matter is influenced by the fact that, like Ukraine, his country has a territorial rivalry with Russia. The country of Moldova is situated between Romania and Ukraine. Its western part is fast integrating with Romania and the EU, but its Russian-speaking east, called Transnistria, is more closely aligned with Moscow. In May, Moldova plans to sign a free trade and association agreement with the EU, something Russia won't be keen to see.
We share a border with Ukraine, so the moment we Moldovans get improved relations with Europe, the effect on our Ukrainian neighbours will be big.
As a former communist bloc country, many Russians feel Romania is a central territory in their sphere of influence. But more and more Romanians don't see things that way, with a younger generation looking west to the EU and the United States. For them, the US Army stands as a guarantor of their freedom.
Still to come here on France 24, voting in the midst of war. Syria has announced presidential elections will go ahead in June. This despite a conflict that has killed tens of thousands of people. We'll have more on that next.